Hi there, students. To recapitulate, recapitulation as a noun. This is to go over something again. Let's see, when you finish the lesson as a teacher, you ought to recapitulate at the end of the lesson and just go through the main points, the main arguments, the main explanations of what has gone on in the class. So you recapitulate the essential points. Yeah, you restate, you repeat, you go through again. Yeah, so I don't know, if you write an essay, in your conclusion, maybe you recapitulate the most important things. You recapitulate, you summarize. Yeah, you recapitulate the main points of his argument. Yeah, to recapitulate what happened in the match, your team went ahead and then my team scored 3 goals. Okay, to recapitulate, to explain in a new way, in a new form, with a new expression. To recapitulate, to repeat the principal stages of something in a process as well. Okay, but recapitulate, to summarize, to state the main points again, to sum up, to restate, to reiterate, to go over again. Yeah, so you recapitulate. Maybe you do a deal with someone and then you recap, you recapitulate, you go through the main points again, you go through the explanation, you go through the description. So as a teacher, if you explain something once, people are never going to understand it. You need to recapitulate at least at the end of the lesson, and then you probably need to go to recapitulate the main points of it several times before the people actually get it. Yeah, so I think recapitulation is a good thing. To repeat in a concise form, to summarize, to say the main points again, to review with a brief summary. Yeah, at the end of a speech or a discussion, yeah, you review, you give a brief summary, you repeat the important points, you summarize, you give a resume, you hash it over again. Yeah, you give another outline, you run over it again. Yeah, to recap is the informal version of recapitulate. Notice to recap, a recap. Do you want to recap? Yeah, so shall we go through this again? Shall I recapitulate? Okay, so to recapitulate, to summarize, to repeat in a short, concise form. Yeah. So yes, if we've got a couple of minutes left at the end, I will recap. I will recapitulate. I will sum up everything we've seen again. Okay. So I think to recapitulation, formality. I think I'm going to give it a 6.5 in formality. Use in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal or formal writing. If you want to use it more informally, use a recap, to recap. Yeah, and recap, I think I would give it a 5.5 in formality. I think recap you could just about use anywhere. And then as to origin, okay, this comes from late Latin, recapitulate, again, and capitulum, a chapter. Capitulum comes from caput, head. So to chapter again, to go through the chapter headings again. And I think that's the idea of recapitulate. So let me just recapitulate before I finish the video. To recapitulate, to go through something again, to summarize it at the end, to look at the main points. You can say it more informally using a recap or to recap. Yeah, and it's good that a teacher recapitulates when they finish what they're doing. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Recapitulate, recapitulation, recap.